can't be recording cars that come in and out of here, man.
That's a good opinion.
Okay, well, why are you doing that?
I'm just out here exercising my rights.
You realize that's like a safety concern, right?
Yeah, I'm on a public property here.
Okay, you're right.
You guys can
and
see
you're
it's
just
a park.
recording personal cars that come in and out.
I'm recording everything, sir.
Okay,
It's
and that's
not. I'm not
fine.
here specifically
When
for
I'm
that.
on duty, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're getting officers that are coming in and out of work,
You
in their
guys-
private cars for no reason,
Well, your license plate show. I mean, they're on your vehicle. They're recorded everywhere you go, right?
you're right. But it doesn't say I'm an officer. When you're
Yeah.
recording me going into a station, I have an issue with that.
You know, I definitely understand that. But
So
again, I'm
why
just
are you
flexing my
recording every
rights.
car? You're flexing your rights.
Right.
That doesn't mean they are your rights if you're flexing them.
Well, I'm exercising my rights.
Okay, what's your last name?
I'd rather not
You rather not know.
provide any information. Yeah.
All right. Help you?
I'm good.
What are you doing?
Just out here flexing my rights. Just recording out in public. How are you doing?
Okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name and badge number is right here. Officer Knapp.
First, sir, I'm sorry, Nat.
Yep.
And badge number?
You can't be recording cars that come in and out of here, man.
That's a good opinion.
Okay. Well, why are you doing that?
I'm just out here exercising my
You
rights.
realize that's like a safety concern, right?
Yeah, I'm on a public property here.
Okay, you're right.
guys can
and
see
you're
it's
just
a park.
recording personal cars that come in and out.
I'm recording everything, sir.
Okay.
It's
and that's
not. I'm not
fine.
here specifically
When
for
I'm
that.
on duty, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're getting officers that are coming in and out of work,
You
in their
guys-
private cars for no reason,
Well, your license plate show. I mean, they're on your vehicle. They're recorded everywhere you go, right?
you're right. But it doesn't say I'm an officer. When you're
Right.
recording me going into a station, I have an issue with that.
You know, I definitely understand that. But
So
again, I'm
why are
just
you
flexing my
recording every
rights.
car? You're flexing your rights.
Right.
That doesn't mean they are your rights if you're flexing them.
Well, I'm exercising my rights.
Okay. What's your last name?
I'd rather not
You rather not know.
provide any
Okay.
information. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, unless I've committed a crime or anything
Well,
like that.
I mean, right now I'd like to identify you and understand why you're out here.
I understand. Are you? Is that a request?
That's a request, yes.
All right. I'm gonna politely decline.
What's that?
I'm gonna go ahead and decline.
You're going to go ahead and
Yeah.
decline. Okay.
How you doing, officer?
He doesn't want to provide his information. He's flexing his rights. He just wants to record all the cars coming in.
It's not just that guy. I mean, I don't want it to seem that way. It's not. It's definitely not that. I'm just recording everything I can see here. I'm standing on a public property. I'm sorry. What was your name and badge number?
Sergeant Jake,
Sorry, badge number.
7455, it's right there.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much for that. Thank you guys for being professional.
I don't understand why you're recording personal cars coming in there.
It's
That's
just
fine. If
everything,
you
man.
want to record us when we're in our cars, that's fine. When we're in police cars. But when we're in personal cars, there's no point for having that.
I understand that. Like I said, I record everything. It's not just just your
When you're
vehicle.
recording me as I pull up.
Absolutely, yeah. It's everything, every
Why
vehicle.
would you do that?
Just for my own personal use.
Your own personal use.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that personal use of my
It's
plate
just
and
mine.
my vehicle?
It's just my personal use. It's just something I have an audience to convey to, and I do recordings like this all the time. It's not just you guys.
Do you have a podcast, you said?
Something like that.
YouTube channel?
Yeah, guys are more than welcome to check it out.
What's it called?
You'll see it. All you have to do is search Maryville Precinct. What is that station? That's probably what it's going to be labeled.
Probably was going to be labeled.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you have any comments, questions, or concerns?
No, not at all, man. Thank you guys for being professional.
Or would we not be professional?
Yeah, you'd be amazed, man. You'd be surprised. Yeah, how many encounters like this we get.
I'll answer any of your questions that you want.
Do you understand our concern, though?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have every right to be concerned. Approach me. I mean, I'm not here with any ill will, any ill intent. I don't plan on harming you guys or the station. Absolutely, that's not our intent. My intent is just to record. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You guys have any body cameras or anything like that?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Awesome.
I don't on me, but
Yeah.
he does.
You guys normally
I
run
just
them.
started my shift, so
We're-
I
we-
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes into the shift.
Awesome. I mean, I respect what you guys do, man. I have nothing against police. I'm not anti-cop or anything like that.
At least the concern was is just that videotaping personal
Right.
vehicles coming in.
No, I understand.
So-
Understand.
All right.
Definitely.
Like I said, you don't have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Nope. All right. Have a good day, man.
You too, man.
When an officer approaches a citizen who is lawfully filming from a public place or demands identification or tries to prevent them from recording, indicates a lack of knowledge and needs to be educated on the Bill of Rights. Actually, this officer has zero common sense if he believes that a citizen cannot film their personal vehicle from a public space. It's important for law enforcement officers to receive proper training and education on constitutional rights, including the rights of individuals to observe and document public activities, such as police presence, the presence of police vehicles, including the officer's personal vehicles. Law enforcement agencies should emphasize the importance of respecting individuals' rights, including the rights to record in public, encouraging officers to be knowledgeable about the constitutional principles, and ensuring they understand the boundaries of their authority can help prevent misunderstandings and cut down on the number of violations of citizens' rights. Let's continue.
Yes, sir. Just a hobby.
Just a hobby to video in as far as the sheriff's office and
Yes, sir.
vehicles and county vehicles?
Yes, sir.
What's the purpose of it?
It's just a hobby. It's just something I like doing.
Is this the only place you video?
No, sir. I do courthouses, sheriff's departments, police departments, anything publicly accessible.
Okay. Are you from around here?
No, sir.
Okay, where are you from?
A little farther down the road. I'd rather not
Got your
say.
ID on you?
No, sir. I don't.
Okay. Why don't you have ID?
I don't need to have one, do I?
You can stop recording me.
I record everything.
You can stop recording me.
Sir, I record everything.
Okay. Well, I need to have your name and your date of birth, please.
Have I committed a crime?
Well, it's suspicious of the fact that you're back here at our courthouse and up on the courthouse steps and around out here video and
Yes, sir.
the parking lots and stuff. So I take that as a suspicious activity.
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
I need your name and date of birth, please.
And are you asking me or?
Yes, I've asked you. Asked you very nicely.
Well, I have the right to decline.
220.
I haven't broken a law. This is a.
Give me a APD to the back of the courthouse, please. We have a 1088 on the premises here, video of the area.
Have I committed a crime? Are you familiar with
You're
it?
on private property.
Is this private property? I didn't see any signs.
Okay.
If you can show me the signs, I'll gladly leave.
Okay. Well, I see that. It's all right.
I have no ill will intent. I'm not here to cause any problems, any trouble.
Where are you driving? You just walk here?
I don't answer questions.
Oh, really? Okay, that's fine. We can...
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
For what crime?
You are at this time.
For what crime?
Here at the courthouse, reference 1088 in the back studio.
This is not open to the public,
Your video and county vehicles.
which is perfectly legal according to the 2010 DHS Homeland Security memo.
Okay, that's fine. You was up on the courthouse steps at the
Yes,
courthouse.
sir.
Video up on the courthouse
And that's public property. Have I committed a crime here?
220 what's ETA?
Officer, have I committed a crime? I have no ill will, no ill intent. I'm not here to do any harm to anybody.
You won't have a problem answering questions, then, so just stand right there.
Am I being detained? Have I done anything wrong? He's saying I'm being detained.
If he says you're being detained, you're being detained.
For what crime?
You're not being arrested for a crime. You're being detained for an investigation.
But you investigate first, then detain.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Detained so we can investigate.
Have I broken a law here?
We're trying to figure that out now.
What's the law that you suspect me of breaking?
Just be patient. We'll find out something here in just a second.
It's a security risk of the fact that you're on the public on the property here after hours of government facility, and that you're videoing this area and videoing the vehicles in this area, and especially being up on at the courthouse videoing the area of the courthouse. 2, you're resisting the fact to give me a name. And
North Carolina is not a stop and identify state.
But you are, at this point, you are breaching security of this place right now.
Is that a law?
For here, this day and time, oh yes.
This day and time?
This day and time, as far as security.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good,
you
sir.
Won't answer any questions that I asked.
I've answered the questions.
No, sir, you have.
You asked me what.
I asked you politely for just your name and date of birth, and you refused to give me any information of who you are, and you're on a government facility.
Public property. And I was on my way out. I haven't broken any laws.
You was up at the courthouse when
and that is public property. I wasn't trying to break in. I have no ill will intent. I'm not here to do any harm.
Then you won't have a problem giving us your name and date of birth.
What do I need to do that for?
Now you are obstructing and delaying the investigation here because.
I'm sorry. I just don't want anybody behind me.
Our question.
In order to instruct,
it's an arrestable offense.
In order to obstruct, I have to be in suspicion of a crime.
And you are in suspicion.
What is the crime?
The crime that you're in suspicion of the fact that you are out here on a government facility.
Public property.
This is a government facility after hours, and you are videoing the equipment and the courthouse.
Which is perfectly legal according to DHS. Department of Homeland Security issued a memo in 2010 and revised it in 2018 saying I have every right to do so. The eyes cannot trespass. I've done told you I have no ill will intent. I'm not here to do any harm.
I don't have a problem with letting us check who you are. We don't know who you are.
You don't need to know who I am.
You could be a terrorist as far as we know.
Do you have
if you're not, then it won't be a problem.
Have you read the Department of Homeland Security memo?
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. But the First Amendment cannot be deemed as suspicious activity. This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Suspicious activity when you're a video in the
no, sir.
Facility.
The Supreme Court has already ruled suspicious activity cannot be a reason for the First Amendment. You cannot deem the First Amendment as suspicious activity.
As probable cause to hold you and detain you, especially until you give us your information of who you are.
But what crime have I broken?
And if you don't, then you're RTA. And if you do not give us the information, you'll be arrested for resisting land obstruction, which is a misdemeanor.
But in order to be arrested, I have to be suspected of a crime.
Produce us with your name and date of birth, your ID. That's
okay, I'm going to do it under the threat of duress. Since you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 officers on this side coming around, you know that puts me in harm's way.
And your ID, and I've been very polite with you.
And I do not have it. And I will give you my name and date of birth under the threat of duress.
Sir, this is going to be your last chance, then I'm going to place you under arrest.
Okay.
Resist land obstruction.
I'll give you my name. Yes, sir.
That's all it took for us to check and make sure that you was okay, that you didn't have any warrants on you, that you wasn't a threat to us. But we appreciate that you don't come on this property after hours because it is a closed facility. When it's open, that's a different story, okay? Suspicious that you are here, so we're asking you to not come back on this property.
And I'm on my way out as soon as this is over.
That's fine. I appreciate your cooperation. That's all it would have took. You wouldn't have had to go this far, you understand?
Yes, sir. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
You have a good day.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
It's right here. You got a video. Have a good day.
Poplin, badge number is... He doesn't want to give me his badge number. I'm going out this way. Is that fine? All right, guys.
Threatening arrest for not identifying when you're engaging in lawful activities such as recording from a public space is a violation of the Fourth and First Amendment rights regarding unlawful search and seizures and the freedom of press. Remember, you're not required to provide law enforcement officers with your identity unless they have reasonable articulable suspicion that you committed a crime. And in this case, there was no crime committed. Law enforcement officers are entrusted with significant authority, and they should use this authority responsibly and within the bounds of the law. So threatening arrest without a valid reason can be seen as an abuse of power. And no, you don't have to be arrested to bring civil litigation. When individuals are threatened with arrest for engaging in lawful activities, it can have a chilling effect on their willingness to exercise their rights. People may become hesitant to document police activities, even when it's in a public interest. So let me encourage you that as long as you follow through with holding those who are responsible for those violations accountable, it will be worth it at the end of the process. And that's why you shouldn't let situations like this deter you from exercising your rights. Let's continue.
Not much. I'm just getting some video of the area.
You're aware that the Air Force installation, right?
Yes.
Government facility.
Yes.
Why are you recording this?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay. Well, you writing stories?
Yep.
What are you writing a story on?
The whole area.
Okay. Just the airport in general?
The airport, this, everything within it. Yes.
Okay. You got an ID on you?
No, I don't.
You don't have any qualified education?
No. Why would I need an ID?
In the state of Tennessee, you need to have an ID or some way to go
If you've committed a crime.
glorify it.
No, I don't have to give it to you if you ask. I can deny. Are you demanding or asking?
I'm asking.
So I can deny, yes.
You care to give me your name?
No. I'm anonymous. My story's not published yet, so.
Okay. So you don't have any other business being here on airport property?
This is my business. I'm doing a story. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I literally just freaking got here like 2 minutes ago, literally. Like, well, 10 minutes ago. I've never been here before, ever.
Okay.
So, yeah.
They called us. They've had a couple of people stop. You know, there's security behind everything.
Oh, yeah, I
I've
understand.
had a couple of people stop by today and just sit around the road.
Oh, wasn't me.
It looks, it just looks suspicious whenever people just stop, sit in front of the guard.
That wasn't me, so I don't know.
We're just checking.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
All right. With this being Tang and this being our property, to be able to film or to do anything in that sense, because we own all of this, you need to get a permit. Do you have a permit?
No.
From our HR department? Okay. You can go to the airport. You can go through our operation.
Is this not a public street?
No, this is the street, but what you're filming is our property. You can film the street.
But I'm filming it from a public street. You can film anything you want from public.
But you need a permit.
No, you don't.
Our property.
Yes, you do. It's on airport property.
I'm not on airport property. I'm on public property.
Filming airport property.
Okay, but I'm not owning it.
If you're doing this to make money, then you need a permit.
I'm not making money.
You said you're a journalist, right?
Yeah, somebody could pick the story up or they could not. I don't mean I'm going to make money.
You could. Where are you going to put this on YouTube?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, if you put it on YouTube or somewhere you're going to get a profit, then you're going to make money off of it.
That still don't require me to have a permit. I've done this many times all over the area.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. You can talk to our HR department, get a permit, or you can still film if you want to. Like, there's no against a lot of that. But then, at the end of the day, like if civil law comes out here, they can come out here and sue you because you're coming from property. They can do that.
No.
That's not. We're doing criminal stuff.
That would be a massive civil lawsuit if they did that.
Exactly. But see, that's
for my part.
We're on criminal side.
Exactly. I'm not doing nothing illegal.
Okay, I'm saying you can film, but like I said, I'm just letting you know that if you're out here going to make a profit from the journalism that you're claiming that you have, then that could come back and get you.
Okay.
Or I'm just letting you know that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if they sue me, my lawyers will sue them.
Okay. I'm just saying. But other than that, we're done here, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you park at? Did you drive here?
Does it matter? I walked up in here. Yep. Nope.
That's all I wanted. All right, man.
Can I get y'all's names and badges?
Officer
Cersei. 43.
I'm Officer Leonard, 38.
38. Speak up.
Officer Sisson.
All right, thank you.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
No. I'm just going to get a little more video and then I'll be out.
All right. Take care of us. Don't get hit or anything.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to go on the property. I'm not going to go on the road. I'm staying right here. Yep, you too. Walk of shame, y'all. Walk of shame.
So that's an absolute lie tied with threats. There's no law saying that he has to have a permit to film their property. All they're trying to do is intimidate the citizen, to control him to do what they want him to do. But Auditors of America was not backing down, and rightfully so. Remember, as long as we're on public property, we can film anything we can see, and there's nothing lawfully these police can do about it. Now be ready for them to unlawfully do something about it, and that's when you need to step up and make sure they're held accountable. It's a lot of times these tyrants will arrest a citizen for something they think is a crime and take them right off a public easement, and nothing's done about it, so they think it's okay. So we have to make sure we immediately file complaints and follow that up with civil litigation. If these tyrant officers get enough complaints on their file, it will start to add up and make them look bad, and then they may slow their roll just a little bit.
What was your name and badge number, officer?
Sergeant Murr, 3811.
What was your name and badge number, officer?
Officer Beck, Virginia.
And I won't ask for yours because, or actually, can I have your name and badge number, please?
Officer Crandall, badge number 82.
Thank you. But no.
So you're blaming
Am
it
I
on the
free to
person
go?
that called it in.
Am I free to go, Sergeant?
So you're blaming it on the
Am I
person
free to
that
go,
called it in.
Sergeant? Am I being
I'm asking
detained?
you a question.
I don't answer
We
questions.
have your name and info?
Am I free to go, Sergeant?
You get his name? Wow, we need your name and information.
Did I commit a crime?
We're identifying you.
Did I commit
Called
a
here.
crime?
All we have to do is identify you.
Did I commit a crime?
We're just here to identify
Did
you.
I commit a crime? Did I commit a crime,
That's
Sergeant?
what we're here for.
Am I free to go, Sergeant?
Again, that's what we're here to do.
Am I able to continue in my path and my travels?
Property damaged? Did you shoot it at
Did anybody call in and say there was property damage? Did anybody say, hey, somebody's out here pointing a gun at me or a pistol or what looks like a pistol at me?
Actually,
No, they said from this officer right here that they heard something and it sounded like it.
no.
Why are you carrying it?
They
Report was
saw
that
us carrying it.
A person was carrying it in their hand and
Okay.
heard pops.
Was I pointed at anybody?
We don't know, right?
From your caller, was I pointed at anybody?
Okay, so we have a right to investigate that.
So you
It's our
investigate
duty
it.
to investigate.
Your investigation has nothing to do with my identification. Your investigation consists of you coming out to find out if it's a firearm or if it's a legal part of my property. And it's a legal part of my property. It's not a firearm. State law states if I'm over 16 years old, I'm allowed to obtain and be able to carry a
I'm not
paintball.
disagreeing with you.
Okay, so is there a crime committed?
The problem that we do have in town is that persons shoot these in the Obies at
Okay.
vehicles. They've even shot
Okay.
police cars. My
Did
squad
anybody
cars.
call in and say a car got shot?
Not yet. But
We-
if it were to happen, we
Okay.
need to know who you were.
No.
If that did it, yes.
No, not if. We don't go off of ifs. We go off of if the crime happened, not if.
So you're telling me how to do my job.
No, I'm telling you how the law works.
I just want to know who we're talking to.
Good citizen. Good citizen. Are you telling me I'm a bad citizen?
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
He was making sure it works, but he couldn't do that in his own property, in his own backyard.
Because he's looking to start a problem.
No, nobody's looking to start a problem. Did I call you guys out here? Did I go up to anybody? No, it's me and him walking down the street solely minding our business. Am I free to go, Sergeant? Are we free to go, Sergeant? Am I being detained, Sergeant?
No.
Thank you. I'm going to continue on my way. We both are. You guys enjoy the rest of your night and be safe.
Nope. We're going to look up cars.
Excuse me? Excuse me? One more time? Excuse me?
I can look up Power School and see if I can't find your son's name. But have a good night, sir.
Oh, so you're gonna threaten to try to go around the way?
Are you putting words in my mouth?
Well, you're saying that you're gonna try to look up my son's school.
Leave.
It's funny though because he's not school age. Okay, if you were any kind of trained or anything like that, you'd be able to distinguish whether or not somebody's over the age of 18 or not. I advise you all to just kick rocks and go back to work.
You done?
Hey, it's a free country, isn't it? I'm able to stand.
I'm just waiting for you to leave the area. Sir.
I'm waiting for you guys to leave the area because I'm not going to be followed.
I'm not going to walk.
You've already said.
Put yourself between me and my squad car.
I will stand over here. It will sit on the ground, and I will stand right here for you, officer.
Being the subject of a police call does not require you to provide your information to the police. Individuals have rights protecting them, and if you like, you have the right to remain silent, protected under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. It's important for individuals to be aware of their rights. Understanding what law enforcement officers can and cannot do in various situations can help protect you and your family during interactions with the police. It's crucial for both law enforcement officers and the public to be informed about our constitutional rights, and individuals should feel empowered to assert their rights when necessary. This can help maintain a balance between public safety and individual rights. Keep in mind, the primary reason for establishing constitutional rights was to limit the power of the government. Our founding fathers, who experienced the tyranny of British rules, sought to create a system of government in which individuals' freedoms were protected from government overreach. So that's important to always remember and not forget why we even have the rights that we have to exercise. Let's continue.
Can we see some ID?
No, what for?
I just asked you.
What's your probable cause to ask me for ID?
It does not have a handicap placard.
Read the plate, man. You don't even know what you're talking about. DV, that's disabled veteran plate. We can park in handicapped spots.
Let me see some ID, please.
No. You have no probable cause. You're going down a bad road here. Really?
I've asked you a question.
Okay.
And I have never seen anybody wear a police academy
That's your
graduation
business.
after
That's your
they
business.
graduate.
I wear it all the time. Do my training. And I can do that because I'm a graduate. I can wear the uniform.
Have
I
you
can
been
wear
certified
it.
as a peace
Of course.
officer?
I have my certification. What are you talking about? Why don't you run the plate? Why don't you run the plate? Run the plate, man. I gave you permission. And what did you see? You had to see the certification. You had to see it. You had to see it. You had to see it. Come on, man.
Certification isn't on your tag.
When you run my name, you can find it. Contact T-Cole. Why don't you contact them? You saw my name, call T-Cole. Go ahead.
Run it. Run his
Yeah,
name.
run it.
Run him.
Run it. Call T-Cole.
When'd you graduate?
I don't have to tell you anything. Don't ask me any questions because I'm not answering.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Why? 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 You detaining me?
I don't want you to get hit by a car. Just
No,
step
no.
over here.
Then my question is, are you detaining me?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so then don't tell me where to go. No, no, nope, nope, no.
I know you told me just pull up. I don't know what's going on.
Ask him.
He told me to stand over here with you. I don't
Okay,
even know
so
what's
you're
going
standing.
on.
So you're standing here, and I'm here. So what are you talking about? What are you asking me any questions for?
I'm not asking you.
Okay, what are you telling? Don't give me any instructions.
I was just asking you.
Don't give me any instructions.
Until we figure out
No. Since he has no probable cause to stop me, and I'm not being detained, he's got 1 minute, and then I'm leaving.
I don't know. I don't even know what's going on.
Okay, well then why don't you find out? Because then I'm going to leave away from you.
Because my sergeant asked me to come over here, so I just
Okay,
came
well,
and-
you need to find out because I'm going to walk away from you, get in my car, and drive away.
Well,
So you
do
need to find out from him.
Okay. Do you mind holding off on leaving until I find out what's going on to see if you ask him? Because that's my captain. He's in charge of this.
Okay,
if I ask him, find out if
he's not
detained or
he's not too smart because first of all, even you know, if I have disabled veteran plate, I can park in a handicapped spot.
they just
Even
changed-
you know
they
that.
just changed
No,
that.
no,
Yeah.
no, they didn't just change that.
Yeah,
It's been that way.
Well, it started in September that it was that way.
No, sir. It's been that way for years. I've had this for 5 years.
Well,
It's
as
already
far
been
as
that way.
as far as I know,
And if he's a
September, they
captain,
changed
he
it.
should have known that, but he didn't.
I-
He just saw this, and he saw this, and he wanted to make a problem. That's your reputation there, Joshua. Come on, man. Yes, it is. How many black officers you got? One.
Yeah, we don't have one right now.
One.
Yeah, but,
I know.
Hey,
And
we
you
gonna hire
and
you
you
apply.
barely
We gonna
let
hire
him
you
in.
apply.
You barely let him in. Barely let him in. Barely let him in. And your reputation is already bad. From years ago, you had a corruption scandal. You had to get rid of a lot of your
I was gonna say, that was
PDs.
way before I got here.
And you got one amongst your ranks. Are you finished? I gotta go. Are you finished?
He said 1 second. Where's the corruption scandal?
The one where
He knows. He knows. He's playing games with you. He knows. He knows. He knows. There's no sense of telling him. If he knows, and he's a new guy, and you don't know, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, but he was ambulance here before then.
Yeah, did you check T-code? Did you call Navarro? Did you check T-code? Did you call Navarro?
He did call Navarro.
Okay, so then, you know, you're feeling small now, aren't you?
No, not a bit.
You shouldn't run up on people. You have no probable cause. If you wanted to follow me and run my plate, you could have done that.
Talk to anybody?
No, well, I don't have to talk to you.
And you did.
I don't have to talk to you. That's right. I already told you that. Waste my time and you. You're supposed to be a captain, and you don't know disabled plates have a right to park in a parking spot. And you violating people's rights, huh? Running up on them without probable cause. I'm in a uniform doing the same thing for you for free. So what? I don't care what he thinks. I'm a graduate and I have T-code certification. So I don't care what he says. I don't care what he says. I have T-code certification. I have T-code certification. Yes, I do. That's what you checked it. Who says who? My certification doesn't say expired. You want it to be expired because you see brown skin. So take a walk. Walk of shame. Walk of shame, Captain. Yeah, walk of shame. Don't run up on me again. Don't ever you run up on me again. Do you understand? Do you understand? And learn the law. And learn the law. And learn the law. And you better have probable cause before you run up on somebody in uniform. You don't have no reasonable suspicion because I'm on the same side as you.
No, you aren't.
I have T-code. I'm a graduate of the police academy. Okay, just like you years ago. You probably couldn't even pass the test. Right now, you go. You get going. You get going. You get going. I'm a peace officer, and you had no probable cause. You had no probable cause to stop me. You had no probable cause. I have peace officer certification just like you. So go learn the law before you start teaching young people how to do the job. You're a bad example to the young fella over there. You don't even know the rules of parking.
It's kind of satisfying to see two officers go at it. However, it is unfortunate the non-active cop had to undergo the tyranny that a lot of us individuals have to deal with every day. The non-active officer kept referring to T-code. T-code stands for Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, which is the state agency responsible for setting standards and providing regulatory oversight for law enforcement agencies and personnel in Texas. It establishes and enforces training and licensing requirements. It conducts background checks and maintains records related to law enforcement officers. The Commission's primary goal is to ensure that law enforcement professionals in Texas meet the necessary standards to effectively serve and protect their communities. So it'd probably be cool to research the agency that provides those services in your state. You never know if you'll have to use your right to petition them for a redress of grievances. Let's continue.